Welcome to the National Science and Math Quiz. This is the 8th quarter final featuring St. Augustine's College. Wesley Girls High School. And Presbyterian Boys Senior High School. On my far left is Presbyterian Boys Senior High School, represented by
Frempong Pentembedu, Form 3.
Ajiman Benaju, Form 3.
You are very welcome, gentlemen. Your message, please.
All we like to say is that our Jesus is alive.
Next is Wesley Girls High School, represented by
Rodai Dubois for final year.
Ajekuru is final year. You are very welcome, ladies. And your message?
Our message is Elohim Kabo, the glory of the Lord.
Closest to me is St. Augustine's College, represented by
Awudi said, final year.
Theophilus Thompson, final year.
You are very welcome, gentlemen. Your message, please.
God's word is settled in heaven. All we ask is for his will to be done on earth as it is done in heaven. As our hearts, our souls, and our minds continue to trust him.
All right. Many words of wisdom. I will settle in my seat so that we can begin. Contestants, this contest comes to you in 4 rounds. This first round is a round for fundamental concepts. Questions are simple, direct. I expect simple and direct answers. If you answer your question correctly, 3 points. If it's incorrectly answered, it is passed on. The bonus point is competed for by the 2 remaining schools who ring for it. Once a school rings for a bonus point, they are compelled to answer. No answer is understood to mean a wrong answer, which fetches a penalty point. We'll start with Wesley Girls. What is the wavelength of the lowest frequency standing wave on a 1 meter long vibrating string fixed at both ends? Rhoda.
0.5 meters.
That's incorrect. Yes, Seth.
2 meters.
Presbyterian Boys, in 30 seconds. What is the wavelength of a standing wave with 5 antinodes on a 1 meter long vibrating string fixed at both ends? Bernard.
5/2 meters.
That's incorrect. For a bonus. Theophilus.
0.4 meters.
0.4 meters. Your major question, St. Augustine's. In 30 seconds, how many antinodes are there in a stationary wave with wavelength 0.2 meters on a 1 meter long vibrating string fixed at both ends? Yes, Theophilus.
5.
That's incorrect for bonus. Yes, Bernard.
10 nodes.
10. The next set of questions are to be answered in 10 seconds, and we have a preamble. This is the preamble. Define the following geometric concepts. So I'll give you a geometric concept. You are to define it. Wesley girls. Parallel lines. Rhoda.
Parallel lines are lines which move in the same direction in the same plane and never meet and are of equal distance between themselves at any point on the line.
Okay, I'll give that to you. Presbyterian boys. A straight angle. Bernard.
It refers to the space between two given lines.
That's incorrect. For a bonus. The right answer is an angle with measure 180 degrees. St. Augustine's. An obtuse angle. Seth.
An obtuse angle is an angle whose measure is greater than 90 degrees but less than 180 degrees.
Yes. Wesley girls. Why is the symbol for tin SN? Yes, Ruth.
The symbol is SN because the Latin name is stannum and tin is just a common name. The SN is a symbol for the Latin name.
Okay, stannum. Presbyterian boys. Why is the symbol for metallic lead PB? Yes, Bernard.
This is because the Latin name is plumbum, which is abbreviated as PB, and lead is the common name.
All right. St. Augustine's. Why is the symbol for sodium Na? Yes, Theophilus.
This is because the Latin name for sodium is natrium and it is abbreviated as Na.
Yes. Wesley girls. What is the advantage of counterflow of water and blood found in the gills of fishes?
It enables the fish to obtain oxygen from the water for respiration.
I can't accept that for a bonus. Obviously, it's for respiration, but the counterflow ensures that oxygen diffuses into the blood over the whole length of the blood vessels in the gills. It maximizes the diffusion of oxygen. Presbyterian boys, explain why some water molecules are not free to move across the plasma membrane. Yes, Bedu.
The plasma membrane is a phospholipid, meaning one part of it is polar and another part, in the center of it, the tails, are non-polar. As water is a polar solvent, it can't get through these non-polar tails.
That's incorrect for bonus. Baby, some water does get across, so that cannot be the reason. The water that is not able to get across is because they are bound by their attraction to ions and polar substances that are dissolved in the water, so they are not able to freely go across. St. Augustine's. Why is surface area an important factor in limiting the growth of cells? Yes, Seth.
It is because the surface area of the cell is the factor that determines the amount of oxygen, water, and food nutrients that enter the cell. And they also determine how much waste products leave the cell at any point in time.
So, 1. This was actually a problem of the day some contests ago. So the cell may become too large in order to be able to efficiently do what you described. Next set of questions are to be answered in 30 seconds. Wesley girls, what is the resonance frequency of an LC circuit with inductance 300 millihenry and capacitance 120 microfarad? Rhoda.
The answer is 1 over the expression 12 times 10 to the power minus 3 pi.
No, I'm not accepting that for bonus. The right answer is 26.5 hertz. Presbyterian boys, what is the inductance in an LC circuit with resonance frequency 100 hertz and capacitance 20 microfarad? For a bonus, the right answer is 0.13 henries. St. Augustine's, what is the capacitance in an LC circuit with resonance frequency 100 hertz and inductance 50 millihenry? For a bonus, the right answer is 51 microfarad. I would have accepted 50 microfarad too. The next set of questions are to be answered in 30 seconds. Wesley girls, two angles are complementary and the difference of their measures is 30 degrees. Find the two angles. Rhoda.
The angles are 60 degrees and 30 degrees.
That's right. Presbyterian boys, the difference of the measures of two supplementary angles is 90 degrees. Find the two angles. Bernard.
135 degrees and 45 degrees.
That's right. St. Augustine's, two angles are supplementary, and the measure of one angle is 5 times that of the other. Find the two angles. Seth.
150 degrees and 30 degrees.
Yes. Wesley girls, in 10 seconds. If one heats an organic compound with aqueous NaOH and a gas identified as ammonia is detected, what type of compound could it be? Rhoda.
The compound is an amide.
Yes. Presbyterian boys, if a carbohydrate gives a brick red precipitate with Ferlin's reagent, what type of carbohydrate could it be? Yes, Bernard.
It's a reducing sugar.
It's a reducing sugar. If an organic substance gives a blue-black coloration with ninhydrin reagent, what could that organic substance be? Theophilus.
Starch.
That's incorrect. Yes, Rhoda.
Protein.
It's a protein. Name the organelle that moves proteins and other substances through the cell. Yes, Rhoda.
Endoplasmic reticulum.
That's right. Presbyterian boys, which organelle modifies, sorts, and packages proteins? Bernard.
The Golgi bodies.
Yes. St. Augustine's, which structure could help a cell change shape to fit into space? Yes, sir.
The cell membrane.
That's incorrect. Bedu.
The cytoskeleton.
No, I'm not taking that. The microfilament. In 30 seconds, what is the magnification produced by a 10 centimeter focal length convergent lens of a real object placed 5 centimeters from it? Rhoda.
The magnification is -2.
Yes. What object distance will yield a magnification of 2 in a convergent lens with focal length 10 centimeters? Yes, Bernard.
15 centimeters.
15 centimeters. What is the image distance when a 10 centimeter focal length convergent lens produces a magnification of 2? Seth?
30 centimeters.
That's right. Answer the following questions in 30 seconds. A and B are events such that probability of A is 0.6, probability of B is 0.4, and probability of A and B is 0.3. Find probability of A or B. Rhoda?
0.7.
Yes. Presbyterian boys. A and B are events such that probability of A is 0.5. Probability of B is 0.6. And probability of A or B is 0.8. Find the probability of A and B. Bernard?
0.3.
Yes. A and B are events such that probability of A or B is 0.6. Probability of A and B is 0.1. Probability of B is 0.3. Find the probability of A. Seth?
0.4.
Yes. Wesley girls. Which gas laws combine to give the ideal gas equation? Yes, Rhoda.
Charles' law, Boyle's law, and Avogadro's law.
Yes. Presbyterian boys. State Charles's law and show how the kinetic theory of gases explains it. Yes, Bernard.
Charles' law states that for a fixed mass of gas at constant pressure, the volume is directly proportional to the temperature. The explanation is that when you have a gas present in an enclosed vessel and you increase the pressure, you increase the temperature, you realize that the gases begin to move faster and so collide more, meaning that the pressure of the gas will increase because the collisions become more and the speed also increases. So in order for the pressure to be constant, you have to increase the volume by the same amount of pressure. So by the same amount of factor by which you increase the temperature so that the pressure becomes constant.
Well done. St. Augustine's. State Boyle's law and show how the kinetic theory of gases explains it. Yes, Theophilus.
It states that at constant temperature, the volume of a fixed mass of gas is inversely proportional to its pressure. Then, using the kinetic theory, it states that the volume of a gas at, let's say, a particular temperature has the number of collisions per unit time is equal to the pressure. So therefore, when the volume of the gas is increased, then the spatial arrangement of the atoms also increase. So the frequency of the collisions will now decrease. That will also decrease the pressure. So when the volume increases, the pressure will decrease.
Yes. You people understand kinetic theory. Wesley girls. What name is given to a situation in which both alleles for a trait are expressed in the heterozygous offspring? Yes, Rhoda.
Codominance.
Codominance. Presbyterian boys. The pattern of heredity in which a heterozygous individual has a phenotype that is intermediate between the phenotypes of the two homozygous parents is called blank. Yes, Bernard?
Incomplete dominance.
That's right. What name is given to the set of alleles inherited by an organism? Yes, Theophilus?
The genes.
for a bonus. Yes, Bernard.
The genome.
No. The right answer is genotype. Wesley girls, what is the trajectory of a charged particle moving parallel to a uniform electric field? Rhoda.
It moves in a straight line.
Yes. What is the trajectory of a charged particle launched perpendicularly into a uniform electric field? Yes, Bedu.
A parabola.
It's a parabola. What is the trajectory of a charged particle launched at an angle to a uniform electric field? Yes, Theophilus.
It moves in the shape of a helix.
That's incorrect. For a bonus. It's a parabola. Wesley girls, Z varies directly as X and inversely as Y. If Z is equal to 40 when X is equal to 100 and Y is equal to 20, find Z when X is equal to 50 and Y is equal to 40. Rhoda.
10.
10. Z varies directly as X and inversely as Y squared. If Z is equal to 2 when X is equal to 40 and Y is equal to 10, find Z when X is equal to 9 and Y is equal to 3. Bernard.
Z is 5.
Yes. Z varies directly as X squared and inversely as Y cubed. If Z is equal to 10 when X is equal to 8 and Y is equal to 4, find Z when X is equal to 9 and Y is equal to 3. Seth.
Z is equal to 30.
That's right. Wesley girls. 320 centimeter cubed of a standard solution, 0.10 mole per decimeter cubed, with respect to H plus ions, is required. How can this be prepared from 0.40 mole per decimeter cubed stock solution of H2SO4? Rhoda.
160 cm cube of the solution is required.
That's incorrect for bonus. Bernard.
40 centimeter cubed of 0.4 molar H2SO4 is used. 40 centimeter cubed.
Yes. 600 centimeter cubed of a standard solution, 0.02 mole per decimeter cubed, with respect to chloride ions is required. How can this be prepared from 0.15 mole per decimeter cubed stock solution of MgCl2? Bernard.
40 centimeter cubed of the solution is required.
Yes. St. Augustine's. 350 centimeter cubed of a standard solution, 0.18 mole per decimeter cubed, with respect to sodium plus ions is required. How can this be prepared from 0.21 mole per decimeter cubed stock solution of Na2SO4? Seth.
50 centimeters cube of the solution is required. 50 centimeters
That's
cube.
incorrect. Bernard.
150 centimeter cubed.
Yes. Name the process that causes a plant to increase in width. Rhoda.
Secondary growth.
Yes. Growth in plants, which leads to formation of new cells at the tips of the plant, is called blank. Yes, Bedu.
Primary growth.
Primary growth. Name the process by which cells become specialized in form and function. Seth.
Differentiation.
Differentiation. That's the end of the first round.
Faster. Stronger. Brighter. Empower yourself with Vitamilk, a delicious and healthy soy milk. Vitamilk, now available in UHT pack.
Vitamilk, happy milk for everyone.
At the end of the first round, St. Augustine's College has 27 points. Wesley Girls High School has 37 points. Presbyterian Boys Senior High School has 37 points. Round 2. In this round, I will present all schools with a single problem of the day. This is to be answered in 3 minutes and fetches 10 points. Let's turn over our sheets and read the problem of the day together. Problem of the day. A 20 nanocoulomb charge lies 5 meters from a second 20 nanocoulomb charge. Determine the position at which the electric field vanishes. This is your problem of the day. You may begin. Writing and bring me your answers, please. Contestants, please pick up your answers and present them on the boards. The contestants have presented their answers. Before we award the marks, let's look at the ideal solution from our consultants. This is a problem in physics. we are looking for a position along a line between two equal charges where the electric field vanishes. This is a case where just a bit of knowledge of physics will tell you where exactly it is. We know the answer already even before we start, right? Okay, so the final answer is not worth much, maybe 1 point. It's the process, how to arrive at it, which is important. So let's get our bearings. Let these two charges, Q1 and Q2, be separated by a distance d. If the point at which the field vanishes is r away from Q1, then it's d minus r away from Q2. That's the main bearing we need to get here. So the field can only vanish along the line joining the charges. Along that line, the field strength has magnitude, some constant, multiplied by Q1 over r squared, minus the constant multiplied by Q2 over d minus r all squared. Okay, so we know Q1 and Q2 are both 20 nanocoulombs. D is 5 meters and is the distance between them, and r is the distance from one of them. So if we equate the field to 0, then we'll have Q1 over r squared is equal to Q2 over d minus r all squared. So d squared plus r squared minus 2dr is equal to Q2 over Q1 over r squared. Now Q2 and Q1 are equal, so we can simplify. D squared minus 2dr is equal to 0, or r is equal to d over 2. Remember, d is 5 meters. So if we substitute, we get 2.5 meters. So this means that the neutral point is halfway between the charges. As I said, this is trivial. The answer itself is trivial. So halfway between the two charges. This is the ideal solution from our consultants. Now the contestants. Let's start with St. Augustine's. St. Augustine set out the problem. Okay, they knew the final answer, like everybody else. Okay, so they set out the problem and they started well. I mean, you can see the relationship between distance and the charge and so on. Everything is there. They set the two fields equal to make 0, right? So that's fine. And then they did suddenly some hand waving. In fact, they were willing to get the answer to by all means be 2.5. So even the parameters changed. We went from r to x. All in order to get us to 2.5. Okay. For the process, the part of the process that they actually knew, I will give them 5 out of 10. Wesley Girls High School and Presbyterian Boys Senior High School. No trouble at all with that. And I am happy to award perfect scores to both schools. That's the end of the problem of the day and the end of round 2. You may pick up your papers. Round 3. In this round, I'm going to be presenting you with statements. When you receive your statements, please consider it carefully and let me know whether the statement is true or false. If you are right, 2 points. If you are incorrect, it costs a precious point. You may choose not to answer, in which case the statement becomes available to the 2 other schools to ring for a bonus. Once a school rings, they are obligated to give an answer. No answer at that stage fetches the penalty point. Best wishes. We'll start with Presbyterian Boys. Your statement. Mammalian hibernation occurs when animals run out of metabolic fuel. Bedu.
False.
False. Saint Augustine. Hibernation is a regulated decrease in body temperature. Theophilus.
False.
No, Theophilus is true. Wesley girls. Mammalian hibernation is less common than hibernation in birds. Rhoda.
False.
False. One product of double fertilization in plants is a triploid nucleus. Yes, Bernard.
It's true.
It's true. Saint Augustine's. Double fertilization is found in most angiosperms. Yes, Theophilus?
True.
Yes. Double fertilization is found in no plants apart from angiosperms. Rhoda.
False.
False. Cis-trans isomerism is an example of stereoisomerism. Bernard.
It's true.
Yes. Cis-trans isomerism could also be classified as positional isomerism. Yes, Theophilus?
False.
False. Once two compounds bear mirror image relationship, the compounds are likely to be enantiomers. Yes, Rhoda?
True.
No. Mirror images should not be superimposable to be enantiomers. In a mixture of ideal gases, the partial pressure of each component gas is proportional to its molar mass. Yes, Bernard?
It's false.
It's false. The rate of diffusion of a gas is inversely proportional to the square root of its density. Yes, Theophilus?
It's true.
Yes. According to the kinetic theory of gases, the volume of a gas is virtually an empty space. Rhoda?
True.
Yes. A polygon is classified by the number of its sides. Yes, Bedu?
True.
True. In a kite, opposite angles are congruent. Theophilus?
False.
False. In a rhombus, all angles are congruent. Yes, Rhoda?
False.
False. When a transversal cuts a pair of parallel lines, the corresponding angles are congruent. Yes, Bernard?
True.
True. When a transversal cuts a pair of parallel lines, the alternate interior angles are complementary. Yes, Theophilus?
False.
False. Adjacent angles in a straight line are supplementary. Rhoda?
True.
Yes. In the absence of other forces, a charged particle moves with constant speed in a magnetic field. They do.
True.
Yes. The radius of the circular orbit of a charged particle moving in a uniform magnetic field is inversely proportional to the magnetic flux density? Theophilus?
True.
Yes. The cyclotron frequency of a charged particle moving in a uniform magnetic field is proportional to the charge to mass ratio of the particle. Rhoda?
True.
Yes. The electrostatic potential at any point on the surface of a charged conductor is the same as at any other point on the surface. They do.
True.
Yes. The electrostatic potential of a conductor is lower inside the conductor than on the surface of the conductor. Theophilus?
It's true.
No, it's false. The electrostatic potential inside the hollow conductor is 0. Yes, Rhoda?
True.
No. That's the end of the third round. At the end of the third round, St. Augustine's College, 42 points. Wesley Girls High School, 57 points. Presbyterian Boys Senior High School, 63 points. Final round. In this round, I'm going to be reading out clues. The idea is for you to solve the riddles. If you solve the riddle on the first clue, 5 points. If you solve it on the second clue, 4 points. If you solve it on the third or any clue after that, 3 points. In order to solve a riddle, you need to ring for it. May I hear your bell, Presbyterian boys? Your bell, Wesley Girls. And yours, St. Augustine's. Thank you. When you ring, it means your answer is ready. There are 4 riddles. First one. I am a class of organisms belonging to the phylum Arthropoda. My members inhabit freshwater streams, ponds. Yes.
Class Crustacea.
That's right. They solved the riddle on the second clue, 4 points. Second riddle. I am in the poly business. I am a geometric figure. I comprise vertices, edges, and faces. My faces are all polygons. Yes, Bernard.
A polyhedron.
Polyhedron. They solved the riddle on the fourth clue, 3 points. Next riddle. To the average citizen, I am a nuisance. I am a phenomenon of nature. I am associated with waves of all kinds. I am observed when waves are combined.
Destructive interference.
No. You also rang.
Beats.
No. I am observed when waves are combined. I can produce intensities that are larger than the sum of the intensities of the combined waves. I can also produce 0 intensity. Who am I? Seth.
Interference.
Interference. Final riddle. Sometimes I am visible, sometimes not so visible, and you have to fish me out. All substances in the elemental form do not want to have anything to do with me. I trace my ancestry to the oxygen atom. At the end of the day, I am only a number. Yes, Bernard.
Oxidation number.
Oxidation. At the end of the contest, here are the final scores. St. Augustine's College, 45 points. Wesley Girls High School, 61 points. Presbyterian Boys Senior High School, 69 points. St. Augustine's College and Wesley Girls High School, thank you for giving us a very good contest. Thank you very much. Unfortunately, I have to say goodbye. Best wishes. Presbyterian Boys Senior High School, congratulations on winning this contest. I'll see you in the semi-finals. For joining us for this exciting quarter-final contest. Please make your plans to be with us next time when we bring you the last quarter-final contest, which is going to have Prempe College, Chemu Senior High School, and Ya Asantua Senior High School. Thanks again for being here and see you next time. Goodbye.